Hello again, and welcome back to Granny Dorothy Visits. Today's topic is This Too Shall Pass, and the first reading from Wayne Dyer's Everyday Wisdom. Don't let emotions immobilize you. View them as choices. And the second one from Julia Cameron's Blessings. The quote at the top of the page is from Ernest Holmes. The infinite richness of the Father is mine to enjoy. The vital good health, the wisdom, the peace, and all the good things which proceed from the Father, I now claim. The act of accepting them is my right and privilege, and I exercise it intelligently and in full faith. Life now sings through me in radiant ecstasy. And this is called I Am a Child of Divine Abundance. It is my Father's pleasure to give me the kingdom. By opening our hearts to receive from the universe, we achieve our proper position in relation to spiritual law. Spirit intends to flow to us and through us. We are intended to allow this flow. Focusing on tiny increments of good which come to us daily, we count our blessings. Counting every blessing as a small step in the direction of my dreams, I gradually perceive my life as a safe and protected path leading in the direction of my dreams. Every time we recognize a blessing, we increase our capacity to receive a blessing. As we expand our consciousness in gratitude, we become larger vessels for good. I consciously and creatively choose to count and encounter my good. I consciously and creatively choose to expand. And the last one from Richard Carlson's Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. And it's entitled, Be aware of your moods and don't allow yourself to be fooled by the low ones. Your own moods can be extremely deceptive. They can, and probably do, trick you into believing your life is far worse than it really is. When you're in a good mood, life looks great. You have perspective, common sense, and wisdom. In good moods, things don't feel so hard. Problems seem less formidable and easier to solve. When you're in a good mood, relationships seem to flow and communication is easy. If you are criticized, you take it in stride. On the contrary, when you're in a bad mood, life looks unbearably serious and difficult. You have very little perspective, you take things personally, and often misinterpret those around you as you impute malignant motives into their actions. Here's the catch. People don't realize their moods are always on the run. They think instead that their lives have suddenly become worse in the past day or even the last hour. So someone who is in a good mood in the morning might love his wife, his job, and his car. He is probably optimistic about his future and feels grateful about his past. But by late afternoon, if his mood is bad, he claims he hates his job, thinks of his wife as a nuisance, thinks his car is a junker, and believes he's going nowhere in his career. If you ask him about his childhood while he's in a low mood, he'll probably tell you it was extremely difficult. He will probably blame his parents for his current plight. Such quick and drastic contrasts may seem absurd, even funny, but we're all like that. In low moods, we lose our perspective and everything seems urgent. We completely forget that when we are in a good mood, everything seems so much better. We experience the identical circumstances, who we are married to, where we work, the car we drive, our potential, our childhood, entirely differently depending on our mood. When we are low, rather than blaming our mood as would be appropriate, we instead tend to feel that our whole life is wrong. It's almost as if we actually believe that our lives have fallen apart in the last hour or two. The truth is, life is almost never as bad as it seems when you're in a low mood. Rather than staying stuck in a bad temper, convinced you are seeing life realistically, you can learn to question your judgment. Remind yourself, of course I'm feeling defensive or angry, frustrated, stressed, depressed. I'm in a bad mood. I always feel negative when I'm low. When you're in an ill mood, learn to pass it off as simply as that, an unavoidable human condition that will pass with time if you leave it alone. A low mood is not the time to analyze your life. To do so is emotional suicide. If you have a legitimate problem, it will still be there when your state of mind improves. The trick is to be grateful for our good moods and graceful in our low moods, not taking them too seriously. The next time you feel low, for whatever reason, remind yourself, this too shall pass. It will. So we have to remember that when we're in a bad mood or a low mood or whatever. This too shall pass. That's great advice. So I send you my love as usual, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye for now.